Good morning, church. It's so good to be with you this morning for the devotions this week. And I thought I would jump in on devotions and just remind you of some of the things that we have been working on or working through over the past year. And something that I want to speak to you about this week, or the topic I want to share on, is how to feed on God's faithfulness. And so we're going to be looking at three areas that we've spoken about throughout the past year, but it's always a good reminder to implement these things into our lives so that we can rely on God and have a personal relationship with Him as we go about our daily lives. And so the first point that I want to speak about today is around feeding on God's past faithfulness in your life. And when we're trying to stir up our faith and we're trying to trust God with certain areas of our lives, when we're going through things, or when we're having to trust Him and have faith for Him to come through and to work on our behalf, it's always good to look back on the personal victories that you've had when you've put your faith in God in the past. So this morning for the activity, I want to ask you to just take 10 or 15 minutes just to be still and get a pen and paper and write down some of the times that God has been faithful to you, some of the wins, some of the testimonies that are so personal to you, so that you can stir up that faith and stir up that trust in God to come through for you in whatever you're trusting Him for right now. So you can go ahead and do that activity this morning. And we're constantly praying for you. We love you. If you have any prayer requests, you can send them through to us as well. We'd love to be praying with you and trusting God alongside you. But we'll see you again on Wednesday for part 2 of this week's devotions.